Myself, Dr. Vivek Mohan Agrawal. Today I will teach you about the introduction of cell. First of all, we will talk about the discovery of cell. Robert Hooke in 1665 discovered the dead cell. Robert Hooke made thin slices of cork and observed them in self-made microscope. He observed various honeycomb-like hexagonal structures and called them cell. In this slide, we can see different hexagonal structures, and these hexagonal structures were emptied inside, and these emptied spaces were called by Robert Hooke as cell. The word cell comes from the Latin word cellus, which means small space. Robert Hooke published a book, Micrographia, in 1665, and in this book he wrote all his findings about the discovery of cell. If we talk about the definition of cell, cell may be defined as it is the fundamental, structural and functional unit of all living organisms. All living organisms are made up of cell. If we will talk about the level of organization, then we can see that our body is made up of cells, and our body also starts from a single cell, that is zygote, when different cells unite to form tissues, and different tissues united to form organs, and different organs united to form a system in our body, and different system in our body made a whole body. After the discovery of cell by Robert Hooke, Leeuwenhoek in 1674 discovered a living cell first of all. In 1831, Robert Brown discovered nucleus in plant cell, and in 1839 Purkinje discovered the living fluid substances present inside the cell and called this liquid as protoplasm. In 1838, Matthias Schleiden, who was a German botanist, examined a large number of plants and observed that all plants are made up of cells. In the same way, in 1839, Theodor Swan, who was a British zoologist, studied different types of animal cells and reported that all animals are made up of cells. He reported that cells had a thin outer layer, which is today known as plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is found in both plants and animals. He also studied plant cells and told that plant cells had a unique character, that is presence of cell wall around the plasma membrane, and these cell wall were not found in the animal cell. We will talk about the cell theory now. Joint findings of Matthias Schleiden and Swan form the basis of cell theory, but this theory failed to explain the division of cell. Later on, Rudolf Virchow, a German biologist, in 1855 gave a statement, omnis cellula e cellula, and the meaning of this statement is pre-existing cell, new cells arises from the division of pre-existing cells. After this statement, cell theory came in its final shape. Here we can see all the three scientists, Matthias Schleiden, Theodor Swan and Rudolf Virchow, and their findings. The final cell theory, we can say this now as modern cell theory, and according to this modern cell theory, all organisms, either plants or animals, are composed of cells and their products. All metabolic reactions take place inside the cells. The cells are a structural and functional unit of life. All cells arise from pre-existing cells, and no cell can originate spontaneously or abiogenetically. Every organism starts its life as a single cell, that is zygote. So thank you very much for watching my video.